And we are live. Welcome back once again, boys. If you're in the chat, let me know. I will. Oh no, that's chat. Being an absolute noob at. Yeah, the guys kind of wanted a link, but. Right, I'll just let them know. I have been so slacking off on the game, things like that. Right, bear with me. A bit live now. Riddle. If I was any sort of decent streamer, I would know what my link was. But that's what we've got super fans for. So it should be live now. Riddle, can you repost the link? GG. Okay, so while we're over here, and if you do pop into the chat, please feel free to give us a shout out, what guild you're from, and how you've come across the stream. We have 47 minutes left. I also have to keep the volume down because Baby Moon is asleep. Mrs. Moon would absolutely kill me. Work has been absolutely hectic at the moment, so Zaljo, brilliant, absolute super fan. Found it without the link. Good lad. So we're up against Papa Don't Preach for PDA. 4PDA is a very large Russian alliance. Decent negotiator, so we might see that in the back. What have we got? So Malik we want to look out for. That's a tasty Dooku. Can't sleep on that. Decent Kenobi, so he's gonna probably outspeed us when it comes to fleets. Darth Malik, that shouldn't be a problem if he's playing peekaboo in the back. Yeah, under 100,000 health, so I will take that. Some decent Ewoks, Mission and Zalbar as well, so... Okay, what have we got? Well, kind of half attacked, but I still don't trust him. Nothing held up here. I've kept exactly the same defense as last time. Geos are on the back, but Night Sisters did hold. I don't believe for a second that he is done. I think I probably want to start this off with maybe Empire and something decent. I do like buff immunity, but sometimes I don't think it gets enough damage. So I think I'll probably go Vader. Yeah, that should probably be alright. I think we'll have the jump on them. Right, we don't. Karth is pretty quick. Oh, the Dream Star. Who do we want to get rid of it on? Probably Karth. We do want to get going here. Oh, I thought we'd go first. Right, let's get an ability block over here. I feel that that actually Empire, I always fracture Zalbar straight away. Yeah, I know what you mean. I see the point of that. I think in 3v3 it's a little bit more important. Sorry, in 5v5 it's probably a little bit more important. But I did actually go in and check the tenacity, and there was 0 added tenacity, so I felt pretty safe with that battle. So whereas I'd usually go for Empire against Bounty Hunters, I don't think that team works on this one, unfortunately. Let's head over, check the speeds. Wow, 6E mods everywhere, but only 208 speed. What's his tenacity like? It's okay at 102. But fairly slow. I do want to go through this fairly cheap because at the top we have some I mean, there's not a huge amount of damage output on Phoenix. It's just going to be having the DPS to get through them. Grievous, can't really sleep on that. Droids, I'm not too worried about that. And Ewoks doesn't have Wicket in there as well, so that's probably a Nest solo. These guys with the Rex, sorry, with the 5's lead. It's not a bad lead, 50% defense, and other allies gain half, especially with Rex in there. So taking him out swiftly is going to be important. What do I fancy against bounty hunters? Unfortunately, 3v3, they're like pretty good. So let's just check their speeds. What's Rex? Yeah, Relic 7 Phoenix, I completely agree. I know a couple of people who do have them, and they said like they got them there for the ships, but yeah, they really like them, but it's an absolute labour of love. Not for me, but I think they're pretty cool though. I don't really want to hardball this, but I think I've kind of got to. I don't think Wampa works down there. Although it is fairly slow, although my Wampa's not that quick actually. Let's have a look at some Jedi. It is a tricky one, because if he's at the back here struggling to get through Night Sisters, I'm guessing that he's probably got, although I only really need to clear 3 whole territories, so I don't have to one-shot everything, so I don't have to take any risks. I don't think there's any easy team to get through here. Clones, I would go Nest, but Rex he'll just go through her. Oh, the Patreon link. Yeah, I know. I know. I've actually, well, no, I actually thought, well, do I monetize the channel or do I do a Patreon? And I literally have nothing to offer the community at all in terms of Patreon links. Content, I don't have too much intellectual property. I just would feel a bit of a fraud, because I just sort of don't bother putting in the effort or the work. I know it's just such the lazy man's YouTuber. No editing, just straight raw footage. And I tell you what, the raw footage from me doing gas actually split the community. It got 3 likes, 2 dislikes, so it's right down the middle. Some people love it, other people hate it. Right, I think R2 is probably a better choice there for smokescreen. Bit of longevity as well, and I think I could probably easily outrun them. I want to put smoke. Like offer remod services and stuff. Hangouts. Should definitely try to stun Bosk there. Stop distracting me. Yeah, naughty things. Yeah, whoopsie. Right, got to concentrate on this now. Right, can I get through that taunt yet? Oh, whoopsie daisy. Right, we got a stun in there at least. Stuck behind this for a second. Oof, I never like it when Bosk uses that. Right, let's use a bit of burning. See if we can... No, we still can't get rid of that. Nice. Let's go smokescreen again here. Bit of illuminated destiny. Don't feel like I really need BB-8 in a Grievous squad this time around. We just scraped through this one, I think, gents. And see, that's why I don't offer a Patreon, just because I play so badly. And it's more so just because I'm talking while I'm playing. Yeah, definitely a C-, but banners is not an issue, and I've pretty much wrote off this 3v3 season. We're certainly not getting to Kyber League this time, but 3v3 is always a bit of fun, really, isn't it? I wonder if something like my droids might be able to get through it. Something like B2, B1. Yeah, still killed it. Yeah, I mean that's what matters. You can, I mean, resistance. You can afford to play really badly and still get away with it. Got to be careful on time because we've got 40 minutes. This clone team though. What's the speed on Cody? 41. Okay, so we're gonna probably have the jump on them. 157. He doesn't like pre-taunt, does he? I think obviously... Oh no, it's not a Rex lead either. So I don't really have to worry too much, maybe? Don't think he like pre-taunts, does he? What's the health on Cody? Still decent at gear 12. I was hoping it might be like 40,000. I might be able to cheese it with something like troopers. I'm still tempted with droids. I wish I had droidica actually. Do I think that gets through it? I guess the only real offense there is yeah, the only real offense is what's he called, Rex. Like Basti, I wouldn't mind keeping back, just in case there's Night Sisters in the back or something. I mean, days I get out there. No, actually I don't mind this. So this and Wampa probably. And just because I'd rather save sort of rebels for Nest Solo. No, Rex is there, and he'll absolutely... My my Nest is gear 11, and health is absolutely atrocious. So Rex will easily get through that. Real YouTuber now. Yeah, I know, pleb for... It's a really plebby... it takes 3 stun guns to get it to 12, man. And yeah, I know, I wish. I mean, join the list, really. Let's put some days out there then. Rex is the big damage dealer. Give me some counters here, please. Wail harder. Right now I feel like a proper YouTuber when wail harder gets thrown around. Let's get rid of his tenacity. Come on, give me some counters there. That's it. Yeah. Okay, that's... Oh no, I forgot. I've got to take out 5s first. Hey Petros. I really don't know why people like the channel, because I'm probably literally the worst YouTuber out there. Not even a YouTuber. So like there I took out 5s first because literally forgot about that I should take him out first. So, but thank you for the support anyway. You guys are super supportive. I mean, without the community or without guys giving the support, I certainly wouldn't be doing this anymore. Oh my, how is it? You make us feel good. Yeah, I mean, there is that as well. It's very complimentary. How the hell has this guy not got through Night Sisters? I don't know. Right, Dooku with Newt and Geobrood Alpha. That's a bit of a rough one. Modest, more a realist in terms of I realise that, well, literally I do this in my spare time as a hobby because it's for the love of the game, really. I know that some guys make a very good living out of this, but I don't feel like I could get on the computer all day and edit. I mean, editing's the absolute worst part of anything online, I think. Yeah, see that Asajj team would have been perfect for the other one, but I'll take the victory that we had with because those clones were pretty good actually. What do I think? I mean, that's absolute junk because of the lead. What do you think, Nest? Nest against Night Sisters? No, it can't be. Nest again, although it does bypass taunt. What do you think against this? Right, if you can hear any purring up there, so you think Nest against this? Remember, Nest is only gear 11. I'm gonna have to put a supporting cast. I still have a load of teams. I really don't have to worry about a Nest solo at the moment. I mean, there's no DPS against those Phoenix, so that I can easily do, or the Ewok. So listen, don't worry about it too much. The Nest, I know you want to see a Nest solo. North Territory, there we are. Yeah, there's plenty of opportunities there. I mean, what's probably the hardest battle here? I reckon that's probably one of the hardest battles. Dooku lead. I've not seen that in a while. Oh yeah, no, I have seen it. I literally saw it. Yeah, you reckon? Nest vs Ewex or Phoenix? Okay, yeah, Zeta Zeb. That's one I would like, but it's certainly on the luxury list. As I say, I've got absolutely plenty. Probably toughest battle here is going to be this Grievous, so don't think I'd mind taking this one out. Let's go here. Get a bit of fear on the go. Let's head on over here. He has Corrupted Battle Meditation. When is it that I do 2 hits? Oh, let's just give him some shock, shall we? Stuck behind that, which is annoying. I've got Death Mark over there. Get me out of this. Right, there we go. Does that get rid of... puts fear on, I guess, but it doesn't get rid of it. I just don't have any dispel, so I'm going to have to... Yeah, there he is. I actually really like... I mean, I geared up Droidica a little bit for this gas event. Genuinely, gents, I think I have PTSD from that event. It is the absolute worst event I've ever had the misfortune of playing. And I'll tell you why. I genuinely feel that it's a lot of it just comes down to RNG. Is it worse than the Bounty Hunters event? Probably not. But yeah, it's an absolutely horrendous event. But yeah, I really don't want to do another event like that anytime soon. Yeah, it probably took me about 4 hours, all in all, playing. The morning, if you did see the awful video that I did, it was so. In the first few minutes, that was literally when I woke up. Yeah, I really haven't been the same since either. Did it with no Bosk or Dengar. Wow, okay, that's huge. So yeah, that was before Gear 13. That was before anything. That must have took a huge amount of retries. But yeah, on that video you would have noticed, first thing I did when I woke up was head onto YouTube. I actually forgot that the event was going on, and saw Cubs fan Hans streaming it. I heard he like pretty much like rage quit, did he? Because I was trying to have a look for the stream, and I couldn't see it, but I can see why. Okay, yeah, I probably want to use maybe Jedi Knight Revan here just to, yeah, I think I want to go Jedi here. Anything else here that I want to use? Old Ben probably won't outrun them, just in case. Jolie. I'll show you. I haven't actually done my galactic bounties yet, but I'll show you a. I'll show you a good. Oh, actually, I want to go here. I will show you a good strategy for it. This is something that I nearly did a video on because I actually found it not found, but I actually sort of discovered a decent hack, not a hack to it, but yeah, well, yeah, it was a decent like strategy for it. Come on, get me through Dooku. There we go. That's not good. I mean, I think I've got plenty of DPS to get through this, and obviously I can just mark with Revan as well, so I'm not really too bothered. But I think it is pretty rough if you don't have the team for it, or you don't have that some way to bypass stealth or bypass getting through it. Right then, what else do I have that's an issue? Droids I'm not too bothered about. Phoenix can be tough. I reckon we'd probably be able to blast through this with Rebels. Famous last words. Or do you want to see it with Grievous? I reckon Grievous takes that on pretty well. But I guess I don't have the extra speed. 244, mine's like 202. Oh yeah, Grievous for Night Sisters. Yeah, let's go with that then. Let's go B1 as well, I reckon. That should be just about fine. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. They're pretty weak. Although a stun on Grievous is never good. Give me some health up. We should be getting through it about now. Come on. Oh, this stun lock. Get me out of here. There we go. Get caught in the stun lock and it's pretty dangerous. Right, so do you want to see Rebels here, or do you want to see Galactic Republic here against Malik? Because Rebels I can two-man pretty much anywhere else. Or I think this bottom one is a three-man. Yeah, that really could have been ugly. Definitely underestimated that. As soon as B1 goes as well, it's that's a pretty rough battle. How long have we got? 25 minutes. That's 20 minutes is probably going to be how long it takes me to get through ships. I actually don't think I will. Rebels can probably one shot. Yeah, I'd agree with that. But I mean, where else am I going to use Galactic Republic? To be fair, the teams have been quite odd. Let's get some extra protection up. Let's go. Yeah, let's go basic here. Let's go basic here, get rid, and let's go to work. That's fine. Not really an issue when there's protection up. So there we go. That worked. Absolutely overkill, that one. I mean, this is pretty junk. I'll come back to that actually. Any way to fix the lag for future streams? So how long is your lag, would you say? Last time I did it, it was about 10 seconds, which is probably about right. Or is it lagging in the game? As in like a battle sort of freezing or something like that? Okay. Yeah, I think testing. Yeah, I think it's probably about 10 seconds anyway, so apologies if there is any lags. I also wouldn't mind seeing how, because I've thought of this a couple of times. Okay, maybe. I've also thought about just these two going in for an undersize. I will just check the feet. I really shouldn't be overthinking this too much. Alright, give me that. 8 seconds, quite a bit. I guess so. I mean, I'm on pretty quick internet here myself. It could be YouTube, it could be the software that I'm using. So yeah, I guess it is a fair bit when you're watching it. Yeah, I will show you Galactic Bounties how to do that last one. I've 3-starred that, and I haven't changed. I haven't changed for it. Still got the same mods, I think, and they're pretty bad mods as well. Right, Phoenix. I think I'm gonna try and underman this, just this and this. So you reckon Zeb's the worst one then, do you? I'll try and stun Chopper here as well. Yeah, this really does work, doesn't it? Absolutely no need for CLS, is there? Yeah, works really well even without a lead. This team here, yeah, so it frees me up for this as well. So, yeah, I guess L3 is under taunt, so I've got to hit him. So B2 could be an issue here, but I don't think it will be. Something like a Rex lead, just to clear any debuffs, and C3PO maybe. Ahsoka will clear the taunt on L3. Confuse plus Rex Annihilate. Let's go for that. Let me try and get some work in on B2 while the taunt is down. Let's get rid of that. We're doing some work here. There we go. Let's get some health back, protection back, bit of Rex Annihilate. There we go, 52. Thanks, Dark. And how have your Grand Arenas been? This one's actually a bit of a cakewalk, in all honesty. I think I'll probably just go like something like this here, just to get the Yeah, it is actually. Ahsoka rework, awesome. She's actually like a good character and very useful for like getting through those taunters. So for example, zombie as well, Night Sisters. So yeah, she really does have her uses. And how many guys? How many of you guys? What are the Ewoks good against? Bloody good question. Solo Grievous, as I found out the hard way. So especially with Logray there, he just absolutely shuts him down. Grievous isn't a particularly tough tune. They're actually much better 3v3 than they are 5v5. In all honesty, they're pretty good on defense, so a lot of teams will just get bum rushed by them, and sort of leave everyone. Oh, he's not put it in defense. Absolute dream. So here's, I mean, I'll just check I've got time. Yeah, I do. So he's got a. Let's just first of all check the speed on my negotiator. My negotiator is 175. Here's as I said, it's an odd kind of what's his? God, I'm all over the place. The my work is absolutely hectic at the moment. So I work in furniture sales, and this time of year is just an absolute nightmare. We've got about 20 days to do in a row. Yeah, 177. So he's got a quicker negotiator, so it completely makes sense to put that on defense. So yeah, work is an absolute nightmare at the moment. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good because you earn a bit more money this time of year, but is it worth it? Probably not for the having a young family and everything. It's a lot of hassle and a lot of stress for Mrs. Moon as well, having to do it on her own. What do I want to take out first? So I really don't like Sunfac. Double tank here. Yeah, let's get some healing immunity. Yeah, I think I definitely want to take out Sunfac first. Let's now get some days out there. We got 1 days, which is okay. Don't have any debuffs at the moment, but Anakin is under stun. Oh, come on, get me through that. We've got a target lock over on that side as well. What's he bringing in? Ghost, always. Oh, ouch. That hurt. Gotta be careful here with these sneaky rebels. These rebel scum. Let's give ourselves a little bit of insurance. Can we take that out? Oh, 52. Doesn't matter. Here comes Ghost. Yep. Or is that Phantom? I don't know. No, that's Ghost, isn't it? Yeah, let's heal ourselves up and wreck our banners. Come on, give up the fight now. I just don't want a big AoE. Ghost shit, big. Phantom, small. Yeah, it's more tiredness that is getting me at the moment. So yeah, it's now 10 o'clock local time, and I'm back at work. So work is like a 2-hour drive away. Back at work at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So, but I mean, Baby Moon wakes up at about 5:30 a.m. So I should be there in plenty of time anyway. So that was a win. I did say I was going to go over show you galactic bounties. Shout out to Order 66, chip in my donation, boys. Gearing up Basti. Right, I definitely don't want to see Clash on Camino ever again. What does the missus do? She's a civil servant. Let's put it that way. She works for like public services. So just a very regular job. I mean, it's not the high life of furniture sales like myself, but you know, someone's got to do it. Right. So this Nest one. How did I do it before? Yeah, that's it. I took out IG88 and I used Zam. Let me just see. So Zam's gear, what's that? Gear 9. I may have remodded her. I can't quite remember. But it's not too bad. And this is more to do with the thermal detonators. The high life of furniture sales. Yeah. It's bloody stressful, actually. It really is. When something goes wrong, you've got the customers on your back. You've got I mean, any sales job is like this, though. In terms of targets, our situation is a little bit different where we are at the moment. But yeah, it is really tough because where I am, it's kind of a how would I describe it? Maybe not a flagship store, but an experimental store. So, but that's all I can really say. Just because I sort of value my privacy and in certain aspects. Obviously, this is a hobby, so so yeah, I don't mind giving sort of broad details, but certainly specifics. I'm certainly not going to share those. Not that you asked, but just so it's out there. Customer service. Yeah, certainly when you're not a customer service, you know, when your company has a dedicated customer service service center. So the annoying thing is, like, if I bought a car, so if I bought a car from a showroom, and you know, I heard a rattling from the engine, and I went back to the showroom, is it their responsibility or is it maybe the garage's responsibility? And that's what I'm trying to get at, is that, you know, our literally our job is to get people to commit their money to an order, but there is also a lot of admin to it. You're never sort of free from an order. And also, I can't believe I've come home from work and I'm talking about work as well. But the one thing that I'm going to pause it here, the one thing that does annoy me is it's very common in the furniture industry that if for any reason an order gets cancelled, so for example, if a customer has had their suite in their home for 5 years and there's a manufacturing fault in the frame and it's deemed manufacturing fault and the order gets cancelled at any point, then you would lose your commission on that sale, even though it has been in the customer's home for 5 years. That's one of the bugbears of the industry, but it's pretty much widespread. Everywhere does it. Again, how that is your issue and it's not charged back to the manufacturers, I don't know. And I don't think punishing the sales staff is any good, but right, anyway, on to Nest. I think I probably had I can't remember whether I had Greedo or Cad, because I think I stun locked him. But definitely thermal detonators is the way to go here. Right, let's stun here. Okay, let's get some thermals out there. Let's try a stun here. There we go. That I think I needed to do, yeah. Don't want to do the big hit yet. Dengar is pretty good just for this move. He adds on 5 thermal detonators, and they absolutely wreck. I think it's more to do with timing, because this then, as I said, she's gear 8 with horrendous mods, but they sort of go off each and every time. So she detonates the those. So, but really, what you want to do is like stack them up. Ouch, that hurts. Strip some turn meter. I think I might have done it with, yeah, because he's got protection up. You just kind of have to wait for the right amount of bit of healing immunity there. Yeah, it is to do with stunning and thermal detonators. So this will put 5 on there. Oh no, that put 2 on there. Let's put an ability block maybe. Let's put another one out there. Let's put a stun out there. No. So it's like, yeah, that's roughly how I did it. I can't remember whether I had Cad Bane in there as well, but I'm sure it's roughly to do with turn order as well. Oh, there we are. There it goes. So yeah, those 5 thermal detonators are absolutely key. So there we are. One of those. Jobs are good. I know it didn't show off Zam very well, but that's she can work quite well, and I think it's more so like finding an opportunity to detonate those. So really, with Boba Fett, if he's just been hit by the thermal detonators, you want to hit a big rocket in. Zam can also detonate those 5. Dengar's pretty good. Yeah, it is a pain in the ass actually. I mean, in terms of that, because I've done them all and I've got Ness to like I've got all these characters. Oh, actually, I don't have that character. I mean, I'm currently farming Holdo. 4 out of 85. Visas. I think Kira's probably better. I think I'll probably invest a bit more into Scoundrels. But yeah, Scoundrels I think is an absolutely amazing faction. See if we can get through this with. And then Django is an absolutely amazing character. Really good with Separatists, really good with Bounty Hunters as well as a lead. So yeah, really underrated character and can hit really hard if you mod him right as well. And also you've got to get through him twice. And especially in 3v3, that's no joke. Hits twice, yeah, hits twice if there's a debuff on him. But yeah, that's the sort of team. I really do want to get Bandor Chewbacca up and running. I think Bandor Chewbacca so good. Now I've got gas. I was thinking today, do I want to dump 4 Zetas in him in prep for like unlocking him? I think I've got a couple of Zetas spare until I do actually, in all honesty. And I think probably Vandor Chewbacca, I actually really like the idea of putting a Zeta on. I think I need second Zeta on. Well, do I? I mean, I was thinking of second Zeta for Shaq T. But then, like, do I really need it for light side territory battles? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, my Vandor's, I did him quite early actually, and he's an easy gear to gear 11. But I mean, okay. I actually think that in 3v3, tanks are the most important characters out there. Case in point, Darth Malak. If you don't have a relatively similar setup, it's a nightmare to beat him. Tanks in 3v3 are one of the most important characters because there's only a certain amount of teams and attackers that do enough damage a lot of the time to get through certain combinations. Case in point, Kylo Ren unmasked at gear 12 or gear 13 and regenning health with characters like Bosk or Fives. Vandor Chewbacca with prepared mechanic, Night Sister Zombie. The rest of them probably aren't that good, but there are certain key characters here like Kenobi, Malak, Magna Guard, Sun Fac to some extent, Kylo Ren, Zombie, Vandor Chewbacca, Old Ben is a good shout, Fives is a good shout, Bosk, not so sure about Sion, and L3. L3 at gear, yeah, but I think if you actually sort of choose a few key tanks, it's also incredibly hard to get through, especially if you pair them up with like Barris or something that or even like a healer, taunting, and there's also a certain limited amount of dispellers as well. So if you have like a setup of at least one tank on each team and at least maybe one healer or a healing mechanic in every team, it then makes your 3v3 really, like your defense really, really strong. So I'm sure that there's a perfect setup for defense. I want to see if I can get you like an example of just a stock. That's a stock background, by the way. That's not my actual background, Farm Boy Luke. Just to give you an idea of like how do you find like, okay, top players by speed. So let's go top players by protection. So there, I'm assuming this is going to be a, let's check his L3. Characters. Where are they? L3. So L3 is relic level 7 here. And I know this would be a labour of love, but here's why. A lot of primary protection, absolutely everywhere. Nice bit of defense, secondary healths, secondary protections. Look at that, nearly 9% protection on that diamond, and extra protection and extra health. That diamond is the absolute perfect secondary stats for what it is, and running 3 health sets. So you've now got 200,000 health to go through. And he's taunting. And what's his armor? His armor is 66%. So he's also negating 2/3 of the damage that you put into him. Special damage isn't even that bad, although I don't know whether he's physical damage or special. Hey, even worse if it is physical damage. So he's not even hitting that bad either. So in my opinion, that like these tanks, put them with the right characters, they're absolutely clutch. So L3 is a little bit of a side project of mine. Actually got the Zeta as well when I was testing out for Arena. I'm not too bothered about the Zetas at the moment. Right, and I will leave you with that. That R7 Barris is a beast too. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Just because of more so the mechanic and what she brings to it, 20% negation on health or regen. But yeah, those mods are absolutely incredible. And yeah, 82, 132. So these are you're going to have a tough time getting through these tanks. So as I said, I think the key to 3v3, I don't think you can like outgun a good defense every single time. I think that let's have a look at Kylo Ren, relic level 4. I'm assuming he's got just as good mods here. Yeah, definitely sort of less focus on speed and more focus on actually just tankiness. 2 protections. Yeah, that's true actually. It ain't bedtime till the low battery comes up. Right, okay. So yeah, 67, 6,000. So you've got 130,000 health to get through. And he's going to be regenning his health. You put a debuff on him, and he's got that mechanic there on his lead where he's going to be regenning health and protection, if I remember right. Armor 70%, so again, over 2/3 of the damage that you're putting into him will be negated. If he's any quicker, he's going to put one of your guys on stun lock. So your damage potential goes down by 2/3. He's also got, for example, and these mod sets are incredibly important as well. Crit avoidance. I didn't know Lando was gay. What, in real life? Billy D. Williams? Let's see what else he's got. I mean, yeah, Brood Alpha. Brood Alpha is one of the most amazing. Oh, I thought he'd have pretty much everything, but this guy has actually like proper Labour of Love, L3, Relic 7, General Grievous 7, Traya 5, and Kylo. Yeah. Yeah, no, not at all. I was trying to think what else I was thinking. So yeah, if you are able to, because I think like scoundrel factions are absolutely incredible. I think that like let's go back to characters, top characters. That's what I want. I think that's just by speed. So let's have a look at like protection, because I assumed that Vandor Chewbacca would be up there. Oh, that's all going to be Malak, isn't it? Right. Okay. That's a little bit annoying because I was hoping to see something else other than Malak. Let's try health, just out of interest. General Grievous. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, so that'll pretty much be it from me this time around. Hopefully you've enjoyed. A little bit of an easier. I tell you what, Grand Arena is odd these days. It's either absolute wipeout or an absolute no-go. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the content. If you have, please feel free to leave a like, a comment, or a subscription. Hey, it's not going to cost you anything. And not just for myself. If you do, my rule is in terms of if you're on, if you do enjoy content on YouTube, remember a lot of the time it is sort of labour of love, and it just shows the people who are making the content that you're enjoying what they're doing. And a lot of the times, if it hadn't have been for you guys, I would have stopped doing this content a long time ago. Your interactions, and this is sort of one of the reasons why I do want to do more live streaming, is because of the interactions with people. Yeah, no problem at all. And if you guys do have any questions or sort of opinions in chat that you want me to discuss, or thoughts on teams or priorities or whatever, I certainly will help you as much as I can. If you guys are not on the Discord channel, you can head over to the Discord channel. I'll put a link in the and there's a lot of like-minded guys who like talking about Grand Arena, theory crafting for teams as well, and it's just a bunch of players who help each other out from different guilds. So You can head over to the Discord. If someone does know the link for the Discord, if they could just post it in the comments as well. Otherwise, I'll put it in the video description when it does upload, probably tomorrow. And yeah, so far behind, I thought I'd just do these events. Yeah, mods as well. I've collected an incredible amount of mods, and you know when you've got too many mods, but you've not got enough time to like put them all up to 12, and yeah, that's me at the moment. So I do need like a couple of weeks annual leave. Hey, I might even do it on honeymoon. I mean, me and Mrs. Moon are going on honeymoon this year. It might be a good week to remod the whole roster. That is a joke, by the way. I'll probably take 2 weeks, completely 2 weeks off. But then I was thinking today, because I've slacked off on Arena, 2 weeks off is like 3,000 crystals. Who can afford to lose 3,000 crystals? That's 2 stun guns. But no, I think I mean, some of you guys might know what guild we're in. We just had our one of sort of the senior officers leave the game just because he wasn't enjoying it. And that's kind of one thing that I don't mind banging on about is if you're not enjoying a game, if it's encroaching on too much family time or whatever it is, it's time to leave the game or do something different if it's interfering with your priorities as well. You know, everyone's time to leave the game will come to us all. There's no avoiding it. 2 stun guns, 2 Karatex. Exactly, I know, right? I mean, I think it was just after the gas event. It's just more just like, and also the in work as well, having such a hectic schedule. It's one of those things of something's got to give. And yeah, it was sort of just Arena. Usually pretty good. I rank in about second every day in Arena, so I've got a decent amount of crystal generation. Thought I might treat you to the world-class Night Sisters in action. But yeah, obviously it is one of the most important parts of the game's crystals. Yeah, completely, Roland. Yeah, many people quit after gas came. Many people have quit with territory battles. There's a lot of people quitting, but yeah, also I saw the headline. I can't remember what it was, but was it Capital Games have got to like $1 billion in revenue through this game? That is absolutely insane. $1 billion for a mobile game. And yet, when you click on a piece of gear in the store, it takes about 10 seconds to load up. They can't fix the simple bugs. And do you know what my question is? Where has all the money gone? Because it hasn't gone back into this game. I can guarantee you that. Like $1 billion. Like, I know they've got shareholders, and I know that they'll have to advertise. I mean, they don't even advertise that heavily, but I know that the Star Wars license will cost a lot of money as well. I don't know whether it will probably be a yearly thing. I don't know. I don't know enough. You know, every deal is slightly different when it comes to corporate or corporations. See, like I've just clicked on that. Such a lag on it. But I just don't get the bugs or why they don't fix the simple bugs that people are reporting and that are well known about as well. Also, I don't feel that punishing the player base is particularly healthy for the game in terms of, you know, milking the whales or gouging the whales. Yeah, I agree. EA is taking the cut too because likely EA will be paying the Star Wars license. So CG, what are just the studio that make the game, I assume. So they'll, I would assume that they're probably owned by EA as well, as opposed to like doing it out of house. But well, the sole purpose of having CG is to, I would assume, I don't know exactly, but I would assume that if it's owned by EA, the sole purpose is to make EA money, and whatever money they do make, EA would decide what goes where. But I mean, in terms of that, the devs, I don't blame the devs, or I don't blame anyone working on this game. I blame the people who are actually in charge of this game and allocate resources, give people budget for certain things. So, I mean, the devs are likely, like many jobs, just doing what they can with what they've got. So, no, I don't blame the devs really. But yeah, $1 billion worth of content, wow, yeah, I don't even know. What would $1 billion worth of content get you? It would probably get you a new trilogy. I don't know how much it costs to make a Star Wars film, but yeah, it would definitely get you a decent new trilogy. And by the way, I haven't seen the new film, so no, and I haven't actually seen any spoilers, weirdly enough. Well, I have seen theory, but I haven't seen anything afterwards. So I've heard a basic outline of spoilers from leaks, but yeah, I haven't actually seen anything from the movie. YouTube has been pretty kind to me and not actually spoiled it. Get some decent drops, stun cuffs, stun guns. We'll take that. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed your Christmas. You guys are probably all on vacation, all on time off at the moment. Spare a thought. Didn't care much for the rest of the new trilogy. Okay, here are my thoughts on the new trilogy. When I saw the first one, A New Hope. Oops, I mean whatever it was, Episode 7. There were so many parallels to A New Hope, and I get that, playing to the nostalgia, and it's a tried formula. It won't fail. It will do well with a new set of characters. And what I said to me and Mrs. Moon went and watched it, and what I said was, it was a nice nod to the originals, and now it needs to go off on its own direction. I don't know the politics that go on in the Star Wars universe, so I really don't know. A little bit hard to comment on the new movie without having to seen it. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I really don't get that. Why you would spoil for others in chat? I really don't get it. Um, I I didn't particularly like two, but it's always tough to judge a second movie until you see where the third is going. So my opinion was I didn't like episode 8 particularly. Um, Controversial opinion. I only liked Rogue One the first time I saw it, and then I watched it again, and I didn't really like it that much. I think what I remembered about Rogue One was the last scene and the nostalgia going into episode 4. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some cool scenes in it, and I get the argument that obviously everyone is set up to die in that film for the obvious reason, because it's a standalone. But I feel like they could have done a bit more character creation. Also, I see the other side of it, as in these are throwaway characters. After this movie, there is going to be no more content. But I think they could have expanded that universe a little bit better as well. You know, you can always expand the universe. You can even go further back than Rogue One. You can explore Chirrut and Baze's stories. I'll agree with that it was the best of the Disney Star Wars. I'll completely agree. But I remember it more fondly than the second time round that I watched it. Like when I watched it in the cinema, I left the cinema going, that is the best piece of Star Wars I've seen in a long time. And then I watched it on TV recently and I was like, a little bit bored by it, in all honesty. Maybe because I've seen it and, you know, it's not a watcher the second time or the third time. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is, I agree with that. It is definitely the best of the new stuff with the Disney. Haven't seen any of The Mandalorian, heard that's absolutely fantastic, so would like to check that out when it does come out. What am I on? 7%, so you guys are running out of time. And so am I, actually. Okay, so we got a Zeta that one. I wonder who actually won the final. Because last time we had... Let's have a look. It was Toddler. That's annoying. So yeah, our second round opponent that we lost to, although he actually had a decent defense, I'll be honest with you, there was some... he could have played it much better. I basically underplanned for it. That Barris Van Door team and L3, that was a real stinker to get through. The rest weren't too bad. That wasn't too bad either. But yeah, that Vader team absolutely crushed me first time off. Really did underestimate that. And then that Old Republic squad, the Karth, yeah, that one I underestimated as well. But you win some, you lose some. Not too bitter about it, but 3v3 I've really struggled. Has anyone... Yeah, okay, so no one's got there. I mean, it looks like literally everyone is struggling on this one. So the absolute top one in Division 1 has got 28,000. I don't know if it does change when they go in and get their rewards or whatever. Let's see if any... Yeah, 28,000. So we've lost like 3v3s and we're still 9,000 in Division 1. And we're getting the hang of it. Right, anyway, it's now 10:15 local time, 6% battery. I'm going to leave you all. Have a lovely evening and go and spend it with like an actual YouTuber who does decent content, who takes time editing his videos, doesn't rant and talk absolute nonsense. As I said, if you do want to join the Discord, I'll leave the link in the description when this uploads. Or if someone does have the link to the Discord, actually, I'll put the link in the Discord. Why am I being so lazy? I know I'm being so lazy because I am lazy. Right, so if you guys want to join Discord, if you're not already there, right, you just need to copy. Well, you can copy and paste the link, or you can just click on the link, and it will probably take you there. Where are we? There. There we go. So you can join the Discord there. Be great to see you. Right, 5%. I am actually off now. I will see you all next time, and best of luck with your Grand Arenas as well. Let me know in the comments what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy about the game as well. And like for me, Gas was like, it was a nice event. I would just like to see more content there rather than it being too challenging. A lot of it was RNG. I would like to see more strategy. I would like to see a longer event rather than 4 phases. Give me 8 phases with those characters rather than so many different characters. Just give me new challenges or new mechanics with bosses or something like that. because for me that would be so much better. But as we spoke earlier, I don't think it's all about, I don't think they have unlimited resources to create the sort of content that we want as well. So anyway, I'll leave you to it. Head on over to the Discord if you do want to. I will see you over there. I'm going to bed because I'm up early for work, and I will see you all next time. Have a good one, guys. See you on the other side.